why it's important, how it's likely to repeat in the future the same way. The folks that just simply want to know, what's the next move? What's tomorrow's buys? Am I buying tomorrow? Am I selling short tomorrow? What's the target? That to me is a little disappointing, because not only have I already proven myself in that regard, but it really, what you're doing is you're saying, okay, I'm not interested in learning how to do this. I'm not interested in going through all your long, boring videos. My time's better served with just simply expecting you to just pony up a trade idea. Or even worse, you get folks that come in and say, well, I'm not going to believe you unless you get on the leaderboard on the FTMO. Okay, if you need that, then, good luck to yourself, because I'm not interested in doing an FTMO. Like, I'm not interested in that at all. But for folks that want to just simply know what the next trade idea is, you're really sounding off in the most obvious manner that you have absolutely got to the point, or not willing to leave the initial uncertainty of what it's going to take for you to learn how to do this. You just simply want someone to hand deliver you a trade idea. And I could do that every day, and it still would be somebody else changing their account and saying, okay, I'm just going to ask them as someone else because I just want to have a signal service and me act as an oracle. I don't want to do that. It's not fulfilling to me, and you're not learning anything from it. You really aren't learning anything from that. What have you learned so far this year by me just simply telling you where it's going to go? Did it make you a better trader? No. It just gives you little moments in time where this logic is valid, but you still have to find your entry. You still have to define the risk. And how are you, the person listening right now, how are you going to determine when you're going to take your first partial? Because we're not going to have the same first partial. None of us are. You're all going to have some reason as to why you're taking off something, if you're going to take a partial. And what's your target going to be at the end? Where is terminus for you? Where's the last bit of the juice that's going to come out of that lemon that you're in there trying to squeeze the life out of? Where is it going to be the end for you? Because it's going to be different from all of us. So this is why I don't like to do those types of follow me, copy me type trading teaching. Because the logic that I'm going to subscribe to on that specific fractal and whatever time frame I'm utilizing, you don't have that. And because I'm trading with ultra small time frames, the decision processes that I'm going through, I don't have the luxury of completely outlining everything as it's happening, because it's fluid. It's like it's happening right then and there. Sometimes I have the ability to annotate the chart and kind of tell you what's going to happen. Other times it's going to move too quickly, and you're not going to learn from that. It may be inspiring to you, it may encourage you, but that level of being able to replicate that yourself to the exact degree, I don't ever promise that. In fact, I'm telling you that's not going to happen. What you're going to find is what you're comfortable with taking in terms of a trade and where your entry is going to be based on the same logic, but how you manage when you're going to move your stop. Are you ever going to move your stop? How much of a partial are you going to take? You see, all these questions are a unique thing. That's what makes you your independent thinking trader. Like, you are the person in control. The driver's seat is yours. The steering wheel is in your hands. And the results are yours. Good or bad. Most of you in here simply want me to give you the easy stuff, so you can feel like you did it yourself. Wow, yeah, I did awesome today. I followed everything he did. What does that mean? You didn't do anything. You didn't put any thought behind the trade. You have no idea. You're just blindly just taking it and hoping I'm right. Man, I hope ICT's right today. Good grief. What happens if he goes into a 10 losing trade tailspin today. And I go in and I don't see it happening that way. And then I over leverage my account because I want to get it back in 1/4 of the move he's expecting to have in the next trade setup. And then that goes into a tailspin. Now you've wrecked yourself. And you'd find some way to blame that on me. It happened on America Online, folks. That kind of stuff happened. I learned from that. No matter what I do, if it's me placing a trade in your hands, you will not learn from that. You won't. And you cannot learn from teachers and mentors that are going to tell you today was an ideal trading day. Because the morning session, that was murder. That's what it looks like when you go into the slaughterhouse. You fall victim, or you escape it just by the skin of your teeth. Whew, dodged that bullet. Wow, I could have got really felt poorly on that. And then, how do you manage that? What happens if you would have put an order in and it filled you 50 handles below the high? Are you going to sit here and tell me that you're going to have the confidence to think there's no way it's going to retrace any bit of that 50 handles? It's just going to be a steady drop from there. You don't know that, and I didn't know that. But it's easy to look at the chart now because you're home from school, you're home from work, you woke up from your slumber that normally occurs during the time that that move probably happened. And it looks so easy. It looks so obvious now because it's hindsight. You don't have any of the adversities of having to put that trade on with real money or with a demo account and having pride and ego be there as the equity. You know, the ones that you always reset your demo account and paper trade account with because it sucked. That's where you are. And if that's where you are, you have a lot to learn. But you don't go into learning and developing beyond where you are by looking at days like this and thinking to yourself, yeah, I could have been a part of that move. No, not this morning. You wouldn't have. You would not have been in any of that move this morning with anything that I teach. And if you're in here trying to force and form fit something, I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. It's not there. Trust me, it's not there. So why are you beating yourself up about it? Why are you depressed? You're depressed. Some of you are literally depressed because you were unable to participate in that big monster decline today. I promise it's going to be moving around tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, and next Monday. It's going to be moving around, folks. There'll be new opportunities. That one day today is not your entire career compressed into one day. And I used to do that. I used to do that a lot. 20-some years old, coming home from work, tired, hating life. Missing a move. If I wasn't in that stupid truck, I could have got that move. No, that's not a guarantee. Just because I saw it on my chart doesn't mean I could have been a participant in that move. But that's the type of stuff I used to fill my head up with. And it would make it worse. And then the next day, what am I feeling? Regret. Anger. Impatience. You know what? Yesterday it moved a lot. So you know what? I'm going to get my pound of flesh today. Because I'm going to make it move like that. I'm going to get in a trade and it's going to do the same thing it did yesterday. No logic behind that. Just simply me being stupid and 20 years old. Going right at the opening. As soon as the market opened up. Cox Investments. How can I help you? H-Desk. 1 second. H-Desk. Account number Password. Okay, what can I do for you? Give me 12 bonds at the market. I'll wait for my fill. Where's the logic in that? I just got to get in there because I am mad that I didn't catch that 5-point move in the bond market the previous day. A $5,000 move per contract. I missed it. So, damn it, you owe me. So I'm going to go in there and do something. That's what this type of thought process creates in people that don't have control over themselves. And when I was 20, I had absolutely no control. I was that little boat out there in a storm. No rudder. Wherever my emotions would take me, that's where I ended up. And these types of days, left to a neophyte, will create all of these toxic what-if thinking. What if I would have done this? And what if I would have done that? And you carry that over into the next trading session, and it creates what? Chaos. That's why I adopt the rule. When there's a big move like this, whether I'm a participant or not, I cannot take the morning session trade. Will it have a setup tomorrow morning? It probably will. Will I engage it tomorrow morning? No. But wait a minute, you're ICT. Yep. And that means I have rules. That's why I'm able to say what I think is going to happen, and it happens most of the time. Plan A, plan B. Not buy or sell, and then here it is, it worked out in my favor. I'm not showing you charts with a scribbly line that shows up arrow or down arrow, and come on, that's useless. Anybody can do that. It has to be one-sidedness, and I have to know where it's going. Not a general direction, a level, a specific level. I'm looking for liquidity, and that's what it's going to target. And if I don't have that, I'm being still. And I don't feel uncomfortable being still. When I first did first year mentorship, and I was doing live sessions every single day, seeing 800 people, in a chat room that you're in with, go-to webinar, and they're all expecting you to see their question. Oh, I saw them; they were flying by, real quick. There's no way I could have stopped and read all of them, but they've all paid. And they're in here expecting to have their question answered while I'm watching live forex price action. Now, I'm not sure if you ever had 800 people come at you with different questions all at the same time, and you understand that they have paid you, so there's an obligation on your part, and you feel that because some of them are very assertive. They're saying, I've asked this question now 6 times or 8 times, and you keep ignoring me, and you can't focus. That same type of individual is the same person that's going to look at a day like this and think to themselves, I would have been a part of that, but I missed it. And they're going to carry that anxiety, that depression, that rage that they missed that move. And they're going to do something tomorrow or the next trading day. And when they make that error, they're going to think to themselves that it's this stuff that they're trying to trade with doesn't work. Oh, these fair value gaps don't work. Oh, these order blocks, come on. When it's the driver. See, you're trying to get somewhere like a person with road rage. And I can talk about road rage because I experience it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I told you that. Guy went to run over top of my Corvette with his pickup truck, somebody's getting their ass beat. But that's just me. But you can't have these feelings about missed moves, missed opportunities, and big range days. Folks, there's a funny thing that repeats a lot in these marketplaces. Small ranges bring large ranges, and large ranges bring small ranges. And there's a pattern in that repeats over and over and over again. And you can predict when there's going to be large ranges based on the economic calendar, medium and high impact news events. So all this stuff repeats. There's no reason for any of you to have any kind of anxiety or depression or feeling any regret of missing today's move. None whatsoever. The markets have not stopped working. They haven't decided to, hey, look, we can't have big moves anymore. And we did it all today. Like, this is it. Guys, listen. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, they sat around the table today. They said, look, a lot of the smart guys in this crew here came to the decision that, we have to subscribe to. Big ranges can't fucking happen no more. Like, this is it. We can never have another large range day. And that's just the way it's going to be from now on. And everybody out there trading, they're just going to have to take it. There's nothing they can do about it. And, we set the rules here. So we're just going to have small ranges from now on. It doesn't work like that, folks. We're going to have big ranges again. And sometimes you'll be a participant in them, and other times you'll miss them too. And guess what? You'll be back to thinking about this same analogy here and thinking to yourself, I'm worried about this for no reason. You're trying to push your entire career into one day. Like, this is it. Like, if you would have sold the high and held it to the low of the day, are you saying that that's it and you never would have taken another trade ever again? Like, that's it? That's you. Your entire career right there. You aced the entire daily range on a big range day like this, 170 plus handles. You've done it all now. Going to Disneyland next. That's what you're saying, right? Of course not. So why would you look at it from the perspective that you missed the move, so therefore you're a failure? That's not sound logic. You can't look at that like that, and you can't look at any of your trading where it should be encapsulated in one trading day. The only people that do this or do things like that are the people that blow their accounts. Think about this now. When I was 20 years old, every single time that I blew the live accounts, I did that with that mentality that it has to all come together today. It has to be today. This trading day has to be it. It's a be all end all. Like, I gotta fucking make money on this day or it's done. I'm never gonna make money outside of this day. This is gonna be it. I gotta do every bit of the profit I'm ever gonna have in my trading career on this day. And damn it, as long as I got trading hours, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do every bit of winning trades in this day. Make sure the front door is locked, son. It's all right. That's Cameron. So he's working his menial job. I make these boys work. I make them work. And some of you clowns out there that want to try to give me parental advice, save it. Okay? Let your kids go to college. Hopefully they'll get a good career. That's fine. My boys won't need to do that. But they have to know what it feels like to be uncomfortable. That means working jobs that suck. And I don't mind them doing it because it builds character. It lets them appreciate the folks that have to do that. But, man, I could go down so many rabbit trails right now. Stay on focus, Michael. So don't miss the point in all this today, okay? I don't want you to think that